112 miles to go. I have 112 miles to go. Oh my god, that's so soon. Wow. That's insane.
The final stretch to Canada. 6 months. Hiking and exploring the mountains of California, Oregon, and now Washington. And here I am. A mere handful of miles now stand between me and my goal. I can do hard things.
Halfway through Washington, thinking about the fact that I only have about 300 miles left to get to Canada, and how crazy just saying that out loud is, and for 5 months. 5 months! And that this life, this routine has just become so normal to me that I don't even really think about how, spectacular it all is, and how amazing it is, how crazy it is sometimes. 5 months in, only 3 weeks to go. And wow, I just feel so grateful. Walking through old growth forests, but the mushrooms around here are everywhere. So many mushrooms that I have no idea what they are. Lots of mushrooms I do know. Porcinis, chanterelles, chicken of the woods. It's been really cool. And this section has just we're just sprouting up everywhere. I've never seen so many mushrooms in the wild.
Washington, the final stop before Canada. Goodbye were the days of covering big miles on flat trails of Oregon. The landscape transformed in Washington, with steep climbs and dramatic weather shifts. Washington wasn't going to let me down easily. Legend has it, after crossing the Bridge of Gods into Washington, you have a 90% chance of reaching Canada. The odds were in my favor. But Washington demanded grit. It demanded endurance and every ounce of your energy for the final 500 miles. The end was finally in sight, and surrender wasn't an option.
I am riding this high as much as I can, keeping the smile on, because the next few days are going to be hard. It's going to get really cold. It's going to get really wet. Two things I do not like together. So just enjoying the weather right now. It's cloudy, but it's fine. I'm still in my sun hoodie and shorts, and just, feeling good. I'm gonna keep up this energy. Gonna try to stay positive. So close to my end goal. It's gonna be hard in the weather. My mantra for the next few days is just gonna be, I am warm. I am warm. I am warm. And hopefully that keeps me from not being cold. Embracing the suck and putting soaking wet socks on my feet to go outside and hike in the rain. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been hanging out in my tent for the last 2.5 hours. I don't want to go outside. I'm cold inside. I have little puddles of water on both ends of my tent as it continues to rain. And I have had just to put on my clothing from yesterday that is still wet from yesterday. So yeah, now I'm sitting in my tent in wet clothes, so I'm also cold, putting on my cold socks, cold and wet socks. I'm cold, so now I have no choice but to get moving, put my tent down and walk to warm up. So let's go.
Reflecting back on my first day in California, under the hot desert sun, I entered my final weeks in Washington under the rain-soaked clouds. The downpour lasted for days, each morning greeting me with the sound of rain on my tent. I braced myself for the cold and wet day ahead.
And it's been raining all night. You can hear the raindrops on the tent, but it is very hard to get out of the tent because I'm warm and dry inside the tent right now, and I know as soon as I get outside I'm gonna be wet. Waterproof socks! Who needs sealskins when you got plastic bags? Putting the plastic bag on my foot, little elastic band, and we're good to go. Woohoo! I woke up to snow this morning. I've never seen this much snow before. It's crazy. It's a snow day, right? I don't have to walk today. This is so crazy. It's so pretty though. It's like gorgeous. Wake up and have such a change in scenery like this is just so cool. It's beautiful. Good morning. It is one day out to Canada. Whew, wow. It's Tuesday, September 26th. I will be getting to the Canadian border tomorrow on September 27th. Still don't know how I feel about it. Yesterday was a really hard day. It was raining from dawn to dusk. Managed to stay warm, but the temperatures are dropping. It is definitely becoming fall, cold temperatures, rain, and feeling a bit sad about that because I'm definitely, a lot of my headspace is being focused on the discomfort and the cold and rain and when I can get to camp, and not as much headspace and reflections and thoughts about my journey and how far I've come and the fact that I'm only a day away, and really just trying to sit with that or walk with that in my case. So today woke up and there were blue skies. There's this ball right there. Do you see it? Yeah, that's the sunshine. I hadn't seen that all day yesterday. Ah, feels great. I am at mile 2543. 112 miles to go. I have 112 miles to go. Oh my god, that's so soon. Wow. That's insane. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it's so mixed feelings of, I'm excited to get there. Obviously, this has been like a huge goal that I've had for the last 6 months, and to say that it's 125 miles away, 112, sorry, is just like, it doesn't seem real. So I'm excited, but I'm just so sad as well to get off trail. This has been my life for the last 6 months, and I love the quiet. Like, I'm just here in the middle of the woods. This beautiful footbridge. I'm about to cross the Swiattle River. You can hear this beautiful gushing water, a little bit of the wind. I don't hear honking cars, I don't hear airplanes. It's just so peaceful.
As I neared the Canadian border, a mix of joy and nostalgia hit me. A tug of war between my eagerness to reach my goal and a sadness that my journey was coming to a close. This had become more than just a trail. It was a way of life. In these mountains that I had come to consider home, life was simple. I was free from the need to fit a mold. I could just simply be. and I wasn't ready to say goodbye.
Good morning! Today is Canada Day! And it's very appropriate because it's snowing. And I'm gonna make some hot chocolate! But it's Canada Day! The day has come!
Reflecting on the past 6 months, I cherished every challenge, every moment of doubt, the beauty that surrounded me, and the profound sense of belonging the trail offered me. Waking up on the final day, energized and filled with excitement, I knew I was exactly where I was meant to be.
It's snowing! It's Canada Day! Just a few hours to the Canadian border, and I get to walk in this winter wonderland. It is so gorgeous. It's a little bit cold, but it's not horrible. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this. Winter wonderland! So pretty! Off to Canada!
The serenity of the snow-capped mountains was the perfect backdrop for this moment. In those final hours, time seemed to slow down. I felt the power of every step that brought me to this exact moment. The emotional tug-of-war persisted, pulling me between the desire to stay on trail forever and the acceptance of this chapter's closure.
Best last day ever! A few hours left to go to Canada. Everyone that I've run into today is just feeling all the emotions, the happiness, the joy, the sadness. It feels really beautiful to share that with all the hikers that are going to Canada today. I feel really lucky. Really, really lucky to share this moment with all these amazing people out here. Walking home through the snow, through the desert heat waves, mosquitoes, rain, cold, snow again. I'm walking home. Came out to have an adventure larger than life to honor my dad. Lived his life to exactly the way he wanted it. Living his life larger than life. I feel really lucky that he taught me that life is big. And it should be lived big. I wish he was here still. I wish he could see what I'm doing out here, what I've been doing the last 5 years. I wish he could see the woman that I've grown into. I wish we could talk. I wish he could give me advice on so many things. Walking down now, I can see the border line in front of me. I can see Canada. Last final steps on the PCT. I'm scared to finish. I don't think I want this to be over. I'm so proud of myself. Six months of walking to walking home, and I'm finally home.
Canada. I did it. I am home. As I stood at the end, I realized that while this chapter might be closing, the journey itself is far from over. I found myself overwhelmed with gratitude to the trail for its unrelenting lessons in resilience and humility, to the staggering beauty of nature that was my constant companion, and to the people, fellow hikers, trail angels, whose kindness and friendship were the heart of this experience. Each person I met left an imprint on my journey, teaching me about generosity, strength, and the beauty of shared goals. To those who dream of taking on the PCT or any adventure, know this: the journey will test you, but it will also reward you in ways you can't imagine. Embrace the challenges as much as the victories. It's not just about the miles, it's about what you discover about yourself along the way. I want to thank everyone who's joined me on the PCT series. I hope these videos have inspired you and maybe even ignited a spark for your own adventure. If you're new to my PCT journey, I'll link episode 1 for you to start with me. Remember, every journey starts with a single step. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep stepping forward.